Hey y'all, it is me, Austin, and today I am at Hersheypark in Hershey, Pennsylvania for the first time. I'm really excited to be here. I'm excited to ride rides like Skyrush, hopefully Candymonium, even though it's supposedly a long wait, and plenty of other rides. This looks to be a great park and I'm really excited. I just want to state how I really like the facade of the entrance and like the area around it. It almost feels practically like a resort here. I think I can officially say we've dodged a bullet here, or at least for now, although I'm probably going to come back to that later. Now, I do have a comment of what I've noticed so far with this park. It does seem to be a very busy day right now. However, QTimes.com is only showing long waits for a couple of the rides, those being Candymonium and Great Bear, apparently. Okay, so I may have chosen the wrong day to go here, because even though QTimes.com is saying like all of the rides, but Candymonium and Great Bear are short wait times, that is, I can already tell that's incorrect. I've walked by Comet and I've walked by Skyrush, and the lines are slammed. Even, like I said, even Comet's slammed. So if I'm seeing this theme even with like Comet, then I can imagine it being pretty consistent throughout the day. So I'm probably going to get fast track. And the other issue is, of course, I'm only spending one day at this park, or at least that's the plan. Obviously, I want to ride as many rides as I can. So yet again, probably going to get fast track. Okay, so I've actually got the fast track now. I've got the wristband and everything. I'm actually gonna go to Candymonium first, then I might hit Skyrush, and then all the rest of the rides. Because what I've seen of the line so far, and if I've only got one day here, like I don't think I want to just stand in the sun. Well, actually, it's overcast, but it is pretty hot outside, and I want to get as many rides as I can. I am now in line for Candymonium, so now the line, now that I have fast track, is at least reasonable. All right, so I just rode Candymonium here. Oh, I like this LED lighting here for the exit. But yeah, I just rode Candymonium. The fast track line was probably about, my dad actually timed it, it was 7 minutes. And honestly, that's a solid ride. It's a lot like Mako, which I really like, which I see why it's directly compared. Those are a couple of newer gen B&M hypercoasters. So yeah, that was honestly a lot of fun. And now I am actually in the fast track line for, can't get a good angle here because the tree's blocking it, but I'm gonna get on Skyrush right here. I'm excited to see how this coaster is and to see how it compares to the other rides in this park. This looks to be one of the better ones for sure. just rode Skyrush, and I would like to give a shout out to Waldemir Enthusiast. Go check him out on like Instagram and TikTok. He DM'd me on Instagram telling me to ride this coaster in the back left wing seat. I rode it. Crazy ride. This is a crazy experience of a ride for sure. It's intense, got that speed, airtime moments. I thought like it was so crazy, so whippy. Did have that thigh crushing, but didn't bother me too much during the ride. Did have a strong rattle, so it wasn't smooth like Candymonium was, but I just love the overall experience. Best ride so far, even though I've only ridden 2 coasters here. Okay, so it turns out there is a weather delay because it has now started raining, which is weird because earlier it was showing it was gonna rain later than it currently is. Looks like it's raining right now. Hopefully it goes away after not too long, so I can get this credit and the other rides here today. All right, so it does look like the weather is finally clearing up. Like it's not really raining anymore, but I'm still waiting on Comet to reopen. I am in the station though. Many people left, but I've just been chilling here. I'm hoping the ride reopens soon. Now, something interesting about this coaster, which I'm still waiting for it to reopen, even though the rain has gone away for like what feels like 30 minutes now. I don't know how long it's been. But anyways, what I find interesting is throughout the weather delay, this chain lift has been running the whole time. Most coasters I see, like, they'll slow down the chain lift like before a train goes up it, even when there's not a delay. And during delays, the chain might even stop. But no, this has just been running full speed all throughout. That's an interesting thing about the operation of Comet here at Hersheypark. Okay, so light rain is still continuing and might be starting to pick up a little bit again. I guess that's why the ride has been closed for even longer, because they said they were expecting weather conditions to continue again even after it stopped raining. I'm hoping this is not going to last too long, because I've only ridden 2 coasters today, even though I've ridden this one and Candymonium, so those are 2 of the best runs. But like, there's plenty of coasters here and I'm still willing to ride, especially since I got the fast track banned, and I really don't want that to go to waste just for 2 coasters. Yet again, I am hoping this reopens. If it reopens, I can get a front row ride if I stay here. But otherwise, I'm gonna have to wait here, and I hope it eventually clears up within decent timing. Yo, I didn't show you this because I was on a call with my friend. My friend FaceTimed me, but I showed this to him. They actually just dispatched a train for a test run, so that might be a sign of something. And here's another test run cycle right here. They just dispatched another train right here. Okay, I was tricked and bamboozled here. They ran a few test runs. They were like, after 2 more, we'll reopen. They ran 2 more, and then they pretty much reopened. I actually got to sit in the seat for a few seconds. I got to put my seatbelt on, and then buzz bar went down, but then we noticed it started lightly raining again, and now it's closed again. Right now they're putting down the buzz bars. They might run some more test cycles on it, so this is getting a little frustrating. Obviously, it's not necessarily the park's fault, of course, because it is raining. They obviously have to have weather delays for ride safety and enjoyment reasons. But it is getting frustrating because obviously if you're a coaster enthusiast, you come a long way. No matter what, you're going to be frustrated if anything like this happens. But yet again, nothing against Hersheypark. This is not the park's fault. It's just the weather. That's really what it is. Okay, I've given up on Comet for now because honestly, I've been waiting in the station for a long time. Alright, I just ate dinner here at the Chocolatier, and it was raining pretty much throughout. Seems like it stopped raining. I see no rain, but it seems like the major coasters have not yet reopened. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and ride a Laugh Track, because that's an indoor coaster, and see after that if the rides reopen and if it completely stops raining. Hopefully it did completely stop raining. So never mind. We are not going to be riding a Laugh Track, or at least not yet, because these rides have reopened. So that's a good thing. Like, I just saw Skyrush and Comet going, check the park app, because I decided to switch to the park app. A few times has clearly failed me, except for, I guess, whenever the rides are closed. But anyways, I'm gonna ride Comet because that's the one, yet again, I almost rode. So considering how close I was to riding it, you know, I may as well try it again. But I'm really hoping to get on all the other rides here, especially since they are apparently now open. All right, so I just rode Comet, which is actually the second oldest coaster I've ridden now. I'm trying to find the way to Storm Runner now. It's the second oldest coaster I've ridden at 76 years old. The oldest one I've ridden is Wild One at 105. And honestly, that was a solid classic wooden coaster. It's not too rough for its age. So really, I'd say Hersheypark has definitely maintained it well. We'll see how it stacks up to the other wooden coasters in the park. But regardless, I'm looking to ride Storm Runner since it appears to be open and it's one of my more anticipated credits here. So let's get it. Just rode Storm Runner, and that was a lot of fun. Loved the launch, of course. Loved the inversions on that. So yeah, that was a great and fun ride. Really enjoyed it. It's almost like a mini Top Thrill dragster. That's the only other coaster I've ridden that I can really compare it to. But yeah, that was great. All right, so now I'm in line for Jolly Rancher Remix, the Vekoma Boomerang here, which they just like revamped for this year. But it looks cool, like with the theming and all. This will be my third Vekoma Boomerang that I've ridden. And it's also right next to Storm Runner, that's why I'm riding it. And yeah, hopefully it'll be great. Just rode Jolly Rancher Remix, that was solid considering like it's got the theming and stuff. It was shaky in certain elements, pretty much like the other Vekoma Boomerangs I've ridden. You can't really get rid of that aspect of it. But at the same time, like it's got like the mist effects, which are really cool. That add that like smell to it, got that Jolly Rancher like fruit smell. So that's something I liked about it, because it like goes through a tunnel and it sprays mist that like smells like Jolly Ranchers. So that's cool. All right, I'm gonna ride Trailblazer, it looks like, since I'm pretty much right next to it. So hopefully that's a solid family mine train coaster. Just rode Trailblazer. It was a solid family mine train coaster. It was a little janky in some areas, but that's expected with older Aero mine train coasters. I'm gonna try to find a good major thrill ride to ride. I'm thinking either Fahrenheit or maybe Wildcat, since that one is closing soon. But we'll have to see. Time to ride this fun-looking Beyond Vertical drop coaster, which is Fahrenheit. 97 degrees and falling fast. Let's get it. Just rode Fahrenheit. That was a fun coaster, and I liked some of the inversions. It had some good airtime moments. Personally, I think that was a lot of fun. I'm about to ride the world's first GCI, the Wildcat. And I'm gonna get this credit in before it closes, since it will be closing at the end of this month.
Yo! Yo, you gotta do it! You gotta do it!
Welcome to the Wildcat. Yes, Hershey,
We'll check your bar. During your ride,
I'm gonna be fully honest with you. Even though it's definitely a rough coaster. It's fun. Like, it's got a fun layout and everything. Like I genuinely enjoy that. The ending was probably most questionable part though. Did have some rough transitioning. It was pretty rough, like during that last turnaround, pretty much into like before the brake run. But otherwise, like, that's a fun coaster with a fun layout. Yet again, just rough. I'll be sad to see it go on July 31st, but I'm glad I got the credit in because I actually enjoyed it. Now I'm gonna ride Laugh Track. This looks like a pretty cool ride here, and it should be unique.
Please stand behind the outside.
Just rode Laugh Track, and that was a fun ride. Love the theming, love the spinning. It was just a lot of fun, just in general. Nice, fun indoor coaster to ride. In the distance here is Lightning Racer, a dueling GCI Woody. Now, I've heard better things about this than Wildcat. I enjoyed Wildcat. Like I said, it was just rough, but I'm hoping this is better, especially since it has that dueling aspect, which I hope they're running. I gotta be honest, Lightning Racer was a lot of fun. Better than Wildcat, still had that bit of that Wildcat bite to it, I guess you could say. But at the same time, you know, smoother transitions and stuff. I believe it's more updated. Got a cool lighting package, as you could see. And yeah, that was fun. I did ride the red side though. My dad rode the green side. His side beat me, or beat the train that I was in. But still had a lot of fun on that ride. And yeah, great coaster here in the park. Now I do want to add to this, make sure you have someone to compete with, because he competed with me and his train beat mine. But still, yet again, great experience. Okay, now I got about an hour till the park closes. So let's see if I can ride the two rides I want to ride, which are Great Bear and Super Duper Looper. Those are my two remaining major coasters. Let's see if I can knock both of those out within this hour. And right here's the entrance to Great Bear. That's the lift hill. But yeah, here it is, Great Bear. I'm hoping this is a fun inverted coaster. Just rode Great Bear, and honestly, this is an underrated B&M invert. Hot take, this might be my favorite. My previous favorite was Raptor, but the fact is, not only is the pacing amazing, and I rode pretty close to the back, so that makes sense, but the pacing was amazing, and it was completely smooth throughout. Also, yeah, here it is going behind me. But I'm telling you, some of its elements are great. What's underrated is the little helix right after the pre-drop, right after the lift hill. It picks up so much speed during that part, and the whole ride, yet again, great pacing. So now I'm gonna head over to Super Duper Looper, which should be my final ride of the day here at Hersheypark. And here's Super Duper Looper. That's the exit, but here is the entrance to this classic Schwarzkopf looper. Just rode Super Duper Looper, which is actually the first looping coaster on the East Coast. It opened in 1977. And honestly, considering its age and everything, that coaster is so smooth. It glide along the track. Like, other than like some of the transitioning on like some of the turns, some of the banking, it was literally gliding along that track. So that really leaves me impressed. I'm glad Hersheypark has maintained it well. So what are my overall thoughts on this park? Because I believe I'm going to wrap it up for today. Honestly, it's a great park, great coaster collection, great atmosphere. I love all of those aspects of it. I'd say my biggest complaint with this park has got to be the operations and the dispatches, because even though a couple of the coasters, like Super Duper Looper and Laugh Track, but no, not Laugh Track. For my car, it was Laugh Track, but no, that had slow dispatches too. Super Duper Looper, I had a fast dispatch on, but otherwise I noticed pretty slow dispatches and operations in the park. However, it was also a busy day today, so I know that can put pressure on the ride ops. So that may have, in backfire, caused the operations to go slower. At first, I was frustrated with my experience here because, you know, I was rained out for several hours, but I still got to experience pretty much everything I wanted to experience here, at least for the coasters. And yet again, despite like all of the cons that I mentioned kind of, I love this park. Like, I'd say it's around as good as Kings Island, especially considering its coaster collection. So I hope eventually I can return to this park because I want to get hopefully even better impressions of this park. And yet again, you know, I just love it so much. And I also found out it's also practically a resort. I think they have a resort hotel. Like, they have like a stadium, a sports center, a bunch of stuff. There is, yeah, that's Great Bear going behind me. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to turn on post notifications to get notified of my newest and latest uploads so you can see more theme park content like this. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.